Welcome to Kumbh Mela. Embrace the divine chaos. This is it. We're about to step into a world unlike any other, a place where faith moves mountains and millions of people. The Kumbh Mela, a spiritual gathering so massive, it redefines the word crowd. This isn't a trip for the faint of heart, but an expedition for the soul. If your idea of a good time involves personal space and predictable schedules, this might not be the journey for you. But if you're ready to embrace the unexpected, to navigate a sea of humanity and tap into a current of devotion that's flowed for millennia, then come along. We're diving headfirst into the heart of the Kumbh Mela. Pack your patience, fuel your spirit, and get ready for an experience that will stay with you long after the last pilgrim has left. Alright, let's talk about the elephant in the room, or should I say, the millions of pilgrims in the Mela. Forget smooth sailing. This is about navigating a human ocean. Imagine people arriving from every corner of the country, by foot, by train, by bus, by any means possible, all drawn here by a faith stronger than any obstacle. You'll encounter crowds denser than you've ever seen, a constant flow of humanity testing the limits of space and time. Now, this isn't the time to lose your cool. This is where your mental resilience comes in. Just like in the wild, adaptation is key. Don't fixate on schedules or comfort. Embrace the chaos, move with the flow, and remember every face in this crowd is on their own spiritual quest. This shared purpose, this collective energy, that's what makes the Kumbh Mela so unique. So ditch the itinerary, forget about personal space, and get ready to experience the raw, unfiltered energy of millions united by faith. Trust me, it's an experience that will stay with you long after the crowds have dispersed. Now the heart of the Kumbh beats strongest on the days of the Shahi Snan, the royal bathing. Picture this, the sun rising over the Sangam, its first rays illuminating a procession of Naga sadhus, their bodies smeared with ash, their eyes blazing with centuries-old traditions. This, my friends, is a sight that will stir your soul. But remember, these holy men, the sadhus and yogis, they have earned their place at the forefront of this sacred ritual. For them, this isn't just a dip in the river, it's the culmination of years of rigorous spiritual practice. As householders, we need to respect this sacred space. Trying to push through the throngs on these days will not only be difficult, but disrespectful to the very essence of the Mela. Instead, plan your visit around these peak days. Trust me, the energy of the Kumbh permeates every corner, every day. Find a spot by the river, witness the spectacle from afar, and soak in the atmosphere of devotion. Remember, it's not about being at the center, but about being present in this extraordinary moment. Now, imagine this. You've journeyed for days, maybe even weeks to reach the Kumbh Mela, and you finally arrive at the banks of the holy Sangam. But there's a catch. The queue for the dip is longer than a Himalayan trail. This is where your patience will be tested. Remember, we're not here to conquer the Mela, but to surrender to its rhythm. The holy rivers, the Ganga, the Yamuna, the Saraswati, they've flowed for millennia. They're not going anywhere. Instead of fretting about lost time, use this opportunity to connect with your fellow pilgrims. Share stories, offer a helping hand, and allow the anticipation to build. Trust me, that feeling of finally stepping into the sacred waters, it's made even sweeter by the wait. Remember, the Kumbh Mela is a marathon, not a sprint. Embrace the delays, savor the journey, and trust that the Sangam will be there to welcome you when your time comes. Now let's take a moment to appreciate the sheer scale of this event. Imagine organizing a city that pops up practically overnight, hosting millions of people. It's a logistical feat that would make Everest seem like a walk in the park. Yes, there will be queues, there might be delays, and things won't always go according to plan. But before you start complaining, remember the army of dedicated individuals working tirelessly behind the scenes to make this gathering possible. These organizers, volunteers, and security personnel are the unsung heroes of the Kumbh Mela. They brave the crowds, endure long hours, all to ensure a safe and meaningful experience for millions. So instead of complaining, let's offer them our support and cooperation. Follow the guidelines, be mindful of others, and remember, a little patience and understanding goes a long way in ensuring a smooth and fulfilling Kumbh Mela for everyone. As we leave the vibrant chaos of the Kumbh Mela behind, let the lessons learned stay etched in our hearts. This journey wasn't about ticking off a bucket list item, but about immersing ourselves in a timeless tapestry of faith, devotion, and human connection. Remember, the Kumbh Mela teaches us that true spirituality thrives in the unexpected. It's about finding peace in the chaos, strength in unity, and unwavering faith even amidst millions. Carry this spirit within you, let it guide your steps, and inspire you to embrace life's challenges with a renewed sense of purpose. Until we meet again at the next Kumbh Mela, keep the faith burning bright, and remember, the greatest journeys are often the most challenging ones.